Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Living Life with Ike Yoga. I'm Nadine, aka Ike, and today's 20-minute practice is going to be like a gentle flow, waking up the body. So we're just going to start in child's pose, and it's an active child's pose. So we're walking our fingers out, getting a nice stretch in our side body. So I like to do with the knees open and the big toes touching. Setting the sit bones towards the heels, towards the earth, and reaching out with your fingertips. And just moving nice and slow and breathing into this. You should feel a nice stretch from the hips all the way through the side body, into the shoulders, into the arms. And walking out just a little bit further here. Keep sending the sit bones towards the heels. Wonderful. And just rolling up. Rolling into our tabletop. And let's start waking up that spine with some cat-cows. So our shoulders are under our wrists, our fingers, our middle finger is pointing forward, and we're pressing through the knuckles of our hands here to alleviate some of the weight in our wrists. On our inhale, let's move into cat. So rounding through the spine, starting at the neck, all the way down to the tailbone. And we're just going to breathe into this, pressing the mat away with our fingers, with our knuckle, keeping the shoulders away from our ears. And with our next breath, moving into cow. Shoulders away from ears, tailbone is up, chin is up, and belly is down. And breathe. We'll do two more like this, moving into cat nice and slow. Belly's nice and tight. So belly button is going towards the spine. The spine is rounding. Tailbone is tucked. Chin is tucked, pressing through the fingertips. And with your next breath, moving into cow, belly is down, tailbone is up, chin is up, shoulders away from ears, pressing through those fingertips. Okay, with our next breath, we're going to extend our right leg out to the side, so toes are pointing forward here. We're going to start to feel this in the inner thigh, so we're waking that up. So moving into cat. Rounding through the spine, chin to chest, tailbone is tucked. And this is where you're really going to feel it when we go into cow. Tailbone up, chin up. Now instead of moving into cat right away, we're going to go and just sit back into that a little bit. Just to open up that thigh a little bit more. Breathe into the inner thigh. And then let's do another cat. Rounding through the scapula, really creating space for your shoulder blades here. Tucking the tail, chin goes to chest. And with your next breath, belly goes down. Press through those knuckles, shoulders away from ears, tailbone up, chin up. Breathe into that inner thigh. And let's send the sit bones back towards the earth here. Keep breathing in. And coming back up. Now bringing this right leg and we're crossing it over here, keeping it straight. Now sitting back a bit. It's a bit awkward. So we're going to bring our hands to the left, creating a crescent, opening up that side body. And bringing the leg back and into your tabletop. Finding your tabletop. On your inhale, it's moving into cat, chin to chest, rounding through the spine, creating space in the scapula. And into cow with your next breath. Pressing through your knuckles, pressing through your fingertips. Keeping those shoulders away from your ears. And with your next breath into cat. Pressing the mat away with your fingertips. Chin to chest. Tailbone is tucked. And one more regular cat here. Or sorry, cow. Belly down, tailbone up. Shoulders away from ears and chin goes to chest. And then into our cat. Extending our leg out to the side so toes are pointed forward and in cat. Now this is where you're going to feel it when we move into cow. Tailbone up. Chin up. Belly down. And now let's sit back, sending our sit bones to the earth. Breathing into the inner thigh. Coming back up. Let's do that again. So moving into cat. Tailbone is tucked, chin is to chest. Rounding through the shoulder blades. Don't forget to press through your fingertips. And into cow. Belly down, tailbone up. Beautiful stretch through that inner thigh. And sending the sit bones down to the earth. Coming back up. Bringing the left leg over and crossing over so it's in like a curtsy. And now moving our hands to the right into a crescent. Breathing into that side body. And bringing the arms back. Bringing the leg back. Tucking your toes under. Sending your sit bones back. Your heels are going towards the earth. This is our first down dog, so let's pedal it out. Each time getting a little closer with the heels. Pressing the mat away with your fingertips. Settling the dog, lifting your left leg up into a three-legged dog. Bend up the knee and open and stack the hips. Straightening into a three-legged dog and sending that foot back to the earth. Transferring the weight onto the left foot and lifting the right up into your three-legged dog, bending at the knee and stacking the hips. Beautiful, bringing it back so our hips are now square, planting that foot back onto the earth, looking forward in between our hands and walking to the top of our mat. When we get here, let's just hang here for a second. The head is nice and heavy, the shoulders are relaxed, the knees are bent, and we're going to roll all the way up. Bringing our hands, scooping all that energy right up to the sky and down to heart center. Placing your thumbs on your sternum, pressing your hands together here. Our fingers are open to receive all the elements. Now with a big scoop, bending at the knees and the palms are going all the way up. Palms face each other. Let's sit down into Uttanasana, chair pose. Belly is tucked in, tailbone is tucked, shoulders are down away from ears. Transferring your weight onto your left foot, coming up on your right and balancing. Nice, hips are square. Our weight is going through our entire foot on the left side and stepping back into a high lunge. Scooting that back leg down, finding your position. Belly is tight, shoulders are down. Bringing the hands to heart center. Breathing into this. Placing the hands down onto the mat. Stepping back into your first plank. Rounding through the scapula, belly is tucked, tailbone is down. And let's breathe. Keep breathing, pressing through those hands. Back into your down dog. Sending the sit bones back, heels towards the earth. Looking between your hands, stepping or hopping to the top of your mat. Rolling the body up. Nice and slow. Hands go up to the sky. Palms face each other. And with your exhale, we're going to sit down into Uttanasana again, chair pose. Belly is in, tailbone is tucked, and shoulders are away from ears. Transferring our weight onto our right foot. Balancing. The weight is transferred through the entire foot here. Stepping back into high lunge. Scooting that back foot back as much as you need to. Hips are square, shoulders are down. Bringing palms to heart center. Pressing your sternum with your thumbs. Fingers are open to receive. Placing our hands on the mat. Stepping back to our down dog. Sending the sit bones back and the heels towards the earth. Pressing the mat away with your hands. Perfect. Coming onto our knees. Bringing ourselves, lowering ourselves to the mat, but we're going to do this with control. So this is kind of like a half chaturanga. Elbows are in, nice and tight, fingers, middle fingers pointing forward, pressing through your knuckles, and we're going to lower ourselves nice and slow with control until we hit the mat. Hands should be at your chest, elbows are in. On your inhale, coming up into baby cobra. When we come up, we're pulling the mat and we're sending our chest forward. Shoulders away from ears. Coming back down and pushing back into child's pose. This is an active child's pose, so knees are open, walking with your hands. And tucking our toes, bringing yourself back into down dog. Looking between our hands, stepping or hopping to the top of our mat. On your inhale, coming halfway up, hands go on thighs, shoulders go back, and sit bones go out towards the back. And folding forward. And rolling the body up. And hands go up to the sky. And down to heart center. Finding yourself in the middle of your mat. Legs go out into a wide angle. Everybody knows how much I love this. Love a good goddess. So we're in wide angle, so I like to say your ankles are close to underneath your wrists. So now we're just going to turn toes out into goddess. And we're going to sit down into this. Nice and tall through the spine. The belly is in, the tailbone is tucked. Arms go up into goddess. The left arm is going to go onto the left thigh and the right hand is going to go over. Should feel a beautiful stretch from the hips, side body, all the way to the fingers. Left palm is open. And let's go back into goddess. And over to the right, so right forearm is on the thigh, reaching over with the left hand. Right palm is up to the sky. And let's do that one more time. Let's go back to goddess. Making sure that belly is still nice and tight. Elbows are up by shoulders. We're not down here. And let's go to the left. Forearm onto the thigh, stretching up. Now, before we leave this side, we're going to bow. So when we bow, our shoulder comes forward, it's not stacked. And then back to your stacked and into your goddess. Keeping the arms up. Might feel a bit of a burn right now. And over to the left, or to the right. Extending the arm up. And now we're going to bow. And coming back up. And coming into goddess. Toes go forward. And let's do a forward fold here. I'm going to walk my wide ankle out a little bit. I'm going to let the body just hang. Settle the breath. Feel the stretch from the glutes all the way down. Rolling the body up, hands go on hips. Beautiful. Turning your right foot out into Virabhadrasana. Hands go out to the side, shoulders go down. Gaze over middle finger. On your inhale, bringing your hands up. Shoulders come down. On your exhale, let's hover. We're stacked here. We're not bowing. Nice, controlled. Coming back up. Back into your warrior two. And bringing the feet so they're parallel. Whoops. And turning our left foot out. Into our warrior Virabhadrasana 2. Hands go up, shoulders go down, gaze over middle finger. With your inhale, bringing the hands up, shoulders down. With your exhale, hover. Belly's nice and tight, everything's controlled, and you're still breathing. And coming back up into your warrior 2. Bringing your feet together, and let's just scoot them in and find yourself sitting on our mat. Just a little bit of core work. So they call this cosmic abs in a course I used to take in Victoria. So we're going to sit back. We're on our sit bones, our shoulders are down, our belly is nice and tight, and our knees are going to go to the right, and our hands are going to go to the left, and we're just going to cycle here. Yeah, feel that, those abs. We should be talking soon. And now bring them to the center and over to the left. Hands go to the right. Perfect. Keep breathing. Bringing them in and settling down. Finding yourself on your back. Bringing your knees into your chest. Settling your breath here. At this time, I invite you to start your Shavasana. Legs go out, feet fall where they may, tucking the shoulders under, palms up to receive or down to release. Eyes are closed, body is heavy. Please stay in Shavasana as long as you can. I'll take this time to close our practice. Bringing my hands to heart center, bowing at them. Bringing my thumbs to my third eye. Back to heart center. And namaste. Thank you for joining me. See you next time.